Hello everyone, just wanted to give you a quick walkthrough of this assignment, make sure I kind of break things down for you. So this is the big research argument paper we've been working our way up to, and so we're going to kind of take all the skills that we've developed in the other papers and bring it all together now. The main difference from this assignment and something like, say, your editorial is that you're doing more research, you're finding more sources. And so I want to highlight kind of the source requirements for this one. But a lot of the structure of the paper and the things are similar to what we've done in the past. So for this argument, note that it is worth 150 points. So it's a little bit weightier than your other assignments because it's also more involved, it's longer, and it's more work overall. And so you can see kind of the length requirements right here. So for this paper, the whole goal is that we're trying to help you compile your own sources, to do some research on your own, to build into your own argument in support of this issue question. So as always, the most important thing with this paper is the issue question. You want to answer this issue question right here. So you're going to address this with your own insights as well as the sources that you use. And you're going to be able to use two of the sources that I provide. So I've got those sources listed here. You're going to pick two of them, and then you're also going to find three of your own sources, and you're going to do research to find those sources. As it says here, one will be a peer-reviewed source, and we'll learn more about peer-reviewed sources, but it's important to be aware of that requirement. So you're going to have 5 total sources, 2 that I give you, and then you're going to have 3 that you find on your own. And here's the structure. So this is not drastically different than anything we've done before. You'll have an introduction with your thesis. You'll have your 3 body paragraphs that will present reasons that support your argument, and you're going to use a source in each one of those, a quote from a source. This paper also calls for a refutation or rebuttal, and in this paragraph you're going to address an opposing view. So you're going to take a side on this issue, but you're also going to summarize an opposing view to your side, and you're going to bring in a source that represents that opposing side, and you're going to show what that opposing side believes, and then address that concern. So the whole goal of the refutation is to show I understand opposing viewpoints, and I can see the value of those points, but here's why I still think my viewpoint is solid. So you're going to address the opposing view, you're going to summarize it, you're also going to respond to it. You'll have 2 sources in that paragraph, one for your opposing view, one for your response, then a conclusion, and of course a works cited, just like we've always done. So a lot of this is just, like I said, building on what we've done before. We've done arguments before, we've used sources before, but now we're using more sources. You're doing more of your own research, and it's a little bit longer. But another key thing I want you to be aware of is this right here. A lot of times at the end of the quarter, you get busy and you're tempted to maybe go back and use parts of a paper you wrote for a different class or something like that. Make sure that this is a completely new, everything you generated during these weeks, during this quarter. And of course, the works cited page is so important at this time. By this point, you really want to, the goal is to show me everything you've learned about citation and avoiding plagiarism. So you really want to make sure you turn in that works cited page with your final draft. So that's the assignment here. We've got the rubric that you can look at, very specific kind of checklist of what I'm looking for. We will write this assignment one piece at a time, so you don't need to feel like we're going to do this all overnight or anything like that, but we'll break it into manageable chunks. And then definitely, as you're working through it, it's a good idea to work with writing tutors, to reach out to me when you have questions, and I can help you work through it. So don't be daunted by the length of the assignment, by the research, because if you just set aside some time each day or most days in the week to work on it little by little, you should be able to pace yourself and get it done. And I kind of set those goalposts for you throughout the rest of the next few weeks. So that is the researched argument.